Hi, I'm Mike Thompson, and I'm honored to represent our district in the United States Congress. I was born, grew up, and still live in our district. Throughout my time in elected office, I've worked closely with local leaders on the needs of our district. That's why I've been endorsed by all the supervisors, the sheriffs, the district attorneys, council members, mayors, all the school superintendents, and community leaders throughout our 5-county district. I chair the Select Revenues Subcommittee of the Ways and Means Committee. On that committee, we were able to pass a child tax credit bill that cut childhood poverty rates in half across the United States of America. I was also involved in the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, a bill that will allow us to rebuild our bridges, our roads, and our highways, address our water situation, address the fire concerns that we have. This bill will bring at least $100 million in broadband expansion to our area. And it also addressed the issue of climate change, something that I believe is the #1 issue facing us as a people. I also, in my committee role, helped work on the COVID response legislation to include legislation of my own that allowed folks who are on Medicare to be able to get their health care coverage during COVID through telemedicine. That way they weren't exposed to COVID when they went to a facility. We've also, through the COVID response, helped families, helped employers, kept small businesses from going broke, helped first responders. We got shots in people's arms, got kids back in school. And those were critically important issues to get us through the COVID crisis, this worldwide pandemic that we were faced with. I will always work and always have worked to maintain strong Social Security, Medicare, and veterans benefits. And I chair the Task Force on Gun Violence Prevention. I think we all know that gun violence is a serious issue throughout every community in our district and across the country. And my legislation that would require everyone who buys a gun to pass a background check to make sure that they're not a danger to themselves or to others passed the House of Representatives. I was asked to comment on my opponents in this race, but I don't know them. They're not active in our community, and I really haven't seen them. But I can tell you what I've done. I have been active in our community, and I have a track record. As I mentioned, I helped make sure that we passed the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, a bill that will bring about 20 million jobs and help our infrastructure. Will deal with fire mitigation and climate change. And on the issue of climate change, my legislation, the Green Act, that would use the tax code to incentivize a move to renewable energy, the single most significant piece of legislation to ever pass the House of Representatives. That was my bill, and it passed. And we need to deal with climate change. It is incredibly important. Also, the child tax credit that I mentioned cut childhood poverty in half. And these are important issues. And we have others: access to quality, affordable health care, better treatment for our mentally ill. All of these are issues that I've worked on and will continue to work on to make our district the best place in America in which to live. I was asked about the major challenge that we face, and I think our major challenge is divisiveness in our Congress. We need everybody working together, and I promise you that I will work together. I've been rated over the last 2 Congresses the 30 most bipartisan member of Congress and the most bipartisan member from California, and the 37th most bipartisan member in Congress and the 2nd most from California over the course of the last 2 Congress. That is my commitment to you. I will work with everybody to make sure that we come together to address the issues that we face in our district and across the country. I will work tirelessly for our district and our country if I am reelected. I would be honored to have your vote and your support, and I thank you very much.